Guys, in this video, Jamarcus is going to walk you through some of the stuff that he's done in training Deuce to act right. Now, when you get a large breed, giant breed, any breed, and there's children around, you got to be, well, I won't say you got to be, but children can be one or two things: apprehensive or highly motivated by this dog running around like a donkey. Now, Deuce, good God, that brother, he taps, he hits and moves, he sticks and moves, and he's bumped me a few times, and I've realized, like, yo, this is a big dog. I mean, when he hits somewhere on me, I'm an honest 6 foot. He's hit me with his paws here, his nose is hitting my nose. This is a big dog. So one of the concerns Ferran has had was, hey, I've got a younger sister, the dog, and she's nervous. It makes her uncomfortable when this dog is running around. And mind you, he's a puppy. So that's why we got to go through expectations. First expectation is, does he know the power of his crate? Absolutely. And when I say absolutely, meaning Jamarcus is walking him down the road of, hey, go to your room. Stay when I open the crate. Come out, sit down. And that in itself is a journey. We forget that these dogs, especially in the first year, are like kids. You know what a kid wants to do if it's well put together? You know, a kid's going to wonder, it's going to be curious, it's going to want to investigate things, and it's not going to know its own strength in this case. Which snakes are most poisonous? The baby ones, not the big ones. The big ones have learned how to regulate that venom so that they can do what they need to do in terms of, you know, getting food potentially. The baby just like, crazy. So Jamarcus has now put Deuce in various situations. There are Frenchie pups out there that are going to be making noise, so he's going to want to investigate them. We're going to see if he breaks character a few times. We're going to show you him coming out of the crate, walking through the house. And he didn't really walk through the house unless Jamarcus puts him on a leash. Once he now knows kind of like start to finish where to go, pew, to the back door he runs. Slide, slipping, and on a mission. But even more importantly, we're getting to the place now where Jamarcus has to continue to work on distractions. And the more distractions, the more control. But the practicing, and this is what this video is about. What are some realistic expectations to set for you and your Cane Corso in the first year? Just love the dog. You want to know what? Talk to the dog. Spend time with the dog. Clearly, ask the dog to do things that you want it to do long term. And that is the downs. That is the, hey man, wait till I tell you to come out this crate. The crate, waiting for the crate transfers to the car. There's nothing more dangerous than, in my opinion, than your dog getting out of the car and bolting. Depending on what environment you're in, especially if there's streets and cars moving around. What do you think happens? This is the crazy part, right? Your dog gets out the car, takes off running, it hits a car or gets hit by a car. Depending on the size and density of your dog, let's say your dog tears the front light out that car. Who do you think they're going to charge with getting that light fixed? Now your dog is dead or in ruins because you got to go get him to the surgery on top of paying for this joker's car, because they don't have pet insurance for cars that got damaged because they hit a dog that you couldn't control. All that food for thought, people. I liking the process. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Stan came over and worked the dog. We saw Ferran early on yanking on Deuce, trying to get him to down, and he'd listen and not listen. Him not listening isn't a bad thing, because he's got to learn the importance of listening. So we have to raise value, build integrity, get him on the rope, start continuing to keep his interest, like pique his interest with more things so we can get more out of him. You know how like you was a kid, right? And it started off with ice cream. Maybe a couple pieces of candy. As you got older, you're like, look, I want that PlayStation 5. Then it was like, yo, I need a car. Then it's like, yo, I want some Gucci flip-flops. It just kept getting crazier and crazier. And depending on your parents and how you were raised, as your interest grew in terms of what you wanted to go out and explore, more was asked of you, right? If you have good parents, right? Hey, did you read? Do you have A's? Have you been in any trouble? How are things coming along? Like all these little things built character in you, right? Did you use your manners? Were you disrespectful? All these little things. Were you on time? Like, think about all the stuff that goes into 18 years. Only for you to create your own expectations one day and then grow up and say, man, I want to get a house. Now, to get a house, how much money do you need to make? You see? And then that expectation changes because now you got to go to work 5 days a week, if not 7, depending on what it is you're trying to achieve, just so you can get a house, aka a place of peace. So when we're outlining expectations for a dog, yeah, unfortunately, they don't live to 109. But in the short time that they're here, to get the best and most out of them, it's kind of like anything. You talk to them, you have a lot of patience, you spend as much time with them, you definitely love, pet, take care of them. You feed them correctly, make sure that they get their shots, and even more importantly, they have a good recall. Because without recall, in my opinion, bad things can happen with these. And Deuce isn't an aggressive breed. He doesn't register in that. Most apartment complexes won't tell you can't have a Cane Corso or even a Mastiff. And then there's some places that'll be like, hell no. But at anywho, Deuce is coming along. And it's a work in progress, and even for me sitting back from a managerial standpoint, watching the progress, and then Stan as well, he says, man, he's doing a really good job. We just want to give you a light update on how he's coming along and things that you could do to ensure your Cane Corso stays safe in and outside of your home. So start from the crate, all the way to the door, all the way to outside. There'll be a little light distraction, and then we put him up, and guess what? That 5 minutes of work, that's value. That's why the crate's so important for the first year and a half. You say, hey, why do you in and out the crate? Is there times where the dogs get to roam around the house? Absolutely. But more importantly, we got to get him in a solid routine. I literally just got a message, and I don't even know if I can find it, but a guy said, hey, and I think he's being honest, because how do I train my dog without being violent? Literally. And he said, he said, I don't want to hurt the dog or hit the dog. That's not right. But it's a 2-year-old dog. So it takes me back to, well, what did you do for the first 2 years that you can't get the dog under control? Because once the dog's kind of a 2-year-old, you really have to work backwards. And you know, it's kind of like letting Chucky in your house. You ain't gonna die, but he might kill you. Guys, keep taking care of your dogs as always. Thank you for watching Fit Bully TV. I hope that this helps. Shout out to everyone out there trying to figure out how to manage a life force in their home. And a Cane Corso, I tell you, from what I've seen from Deuce, that's a whole lot of dog. Deuce, sit. Hot. Stay. Good boy. All right, let's go, man. Come on, let's go. Dude, come. Oh. Deuce, come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Deuce, heel. Oh, slow down.
I got it, but this one I wanted on the phone.
I'll cut that clip out. You be getting excited, man. Come on, let's go. Heel. There we go. Heel. Let's go. Let's go around these springs. Come on. Boy. Heel. There we go. Good boy. Spin. Free. Good boy. Good boy, Deuce. Woo, that's a lot of drool.
What?
Deuce. Front. Up. Down.
Stay. Ah, no. Sit. Sit. Down. Stay. Ah, no. Almost, man. Come on. Let's go and get you a short one. Come here. Sit. Deuce, come. Good boy. Sit. Ah, no. Sit. Down. Down. Stay. You're right here. Ooh, I was about to come. Get ready to release you, man. Getting a little too. Woo. Let's do a short one. Sit. Boy. Deuce, down. Deuce, down. Down. Oh, you know this. Deuce. Down. Nope. Alright.
That's okay. Might be time to put him up.
Oh, yep. We can get one. We're gonna end on a good note, though. We got to end on a good note. Alright, Deuce, come here. Sit. Down. Go on. Deuce, down. Almost. Come on. Down. Ah, no. Sit. Free. Good boy. We'll end on that. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, ready? Ah! Deuce! This is what I'll say. Hey! Come here! Deuce, come! Good boy. Good boy. Alright, let's go. Deuce, go to your room. Go to your room. Good boy. Woo-hoo. Hard hit it.